Welcome to the Thanksgiving show. It's kind of a combination of shows tonight, so I just call it the Thanksgiving live event. Let's see here, make sure I'm up on everything. I am coming to you from my kitchen this evening. It has been a full day of cooking and baking and all that fun stuff. Getting ready for tomorrow. This holiday is a little different than other Thanksgivings, which is not altogether bad. I refuse to dwell on the negatives. Let me just take this off. Oop, how do I? Reagan's not here. Yikes. All right, YouTube is up. Elizabeth, hi. Okay, let me go to get my Facebook up. Oh, there I am. Okay, good. Come on. Oh, Linda Wood is on. Hi, Linda. And Sharon, hello. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. She's in Branson, Missouri. And Debbie Ellen Sinclair. Okay. I have to update you guys on what really happened on Monday. We were in Idaho over the weekend. My husband was there doing a hunt. And I was just sewing. I sewed all weekend long. And we woke up on Monday morning to come home, and it snowed. Like, there was 3 or 4 inches where we were staying, and it was no big deal. We just needed to kind of take our time getting home. And then by the time I got home and got the car unloaded and caught up with Ray, because Ray stayed home with the dog all weekend, I lost track of time. And my mom texted me at like 4:05, and she's like, "Are you getting on?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I missed my own show." Queen of professionalism here. Queen of professionalism. Joanne, thanks for joining me over on Instagram. Nancy, too, thank you. Judy Putnam, hello. And my mom, hello. Oh, Jeanette said she just put her pumpkin pie in the oven. Nice. So I am making 2 pies this year. One is already out. I will show you what it looks like. I made a dear friend of mine named Elizabeth from Indiana but lives in Phoenix now. That's where we met. She makes the most, I mean the most incredible apple crumb pie. And in fact, my kids still talk about her pie, and we haven't lived there for 2 years. And so I tried to recreate it today. I probably screwed it up. The first time I made it, I totally screwed it up. But I thought, so that pie is already baked and done, because that one took all day. But I am going to make with you here in a few minutes the Girton family pie. It's pretty hard. Bonnie Pelton, Bonnie, that email you sent me with your picture of your happy sewing machine and her table were so cute. Mary's there from Seattle too. Hi. So if you're just joining me tonight for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Darlene, and I am the founder of Featherweight Doctor, and this is what I would call a low content show. In fact, we're not even talking about sewing tonight. In fact, I don't even have a sewing machine in the room. So if you're looking for helpful tips and tricks, you can hang on, because I am going to talk about some of my favorite things that I have to have around my sewing room, but I'm not talking about anything really super featherweight related today. This is just an opportunity for me to sit down with my buddies and my tribe and talk about what I am super thankful for this year. So I thought, well, first of all, we need to back up a step. If you guys watched the Friday night show with Denise, we totally forgot to make a toast. Oops. So I thought we'd start tonight off with a toast. Ooh, Linda's making German chocolate cake. Hi, Ellie Campbell from Texas. Thanks for joining us. Let's start off with a toast. I know it's, not our sip and sew, but let's start with a toast. So I have the toast for tonight. And so I'd like you guys to raise your glasses and toast to friends near and far. May we stay happy and healthy in 2021. Thank you so much for being a source of encouragement to me and joy. This is to you guys. Clink. Hi, Brenda Stewart. Thanks for joining us. All right. Oh, and Sue Marshall's on too. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so that was kind of our toast. Now we are going to talk about what I was supposed to talk about on Monday, which is my, hey, Andy, Ray can't open the door. Anyway, we're going to talk about my favorite things, a few of Darlene's favorite things. I was challenged by a YouTube friend of mine. Her name's Kelly from Sisters, Oregon, to talk about some of my favorite things that I have in my studio that make quilting more fun and easy. Oh, Bridget says she's trying shoe fly pie. Nice. So one of the things, so I have a whole pile here, so we're going to talk about them. So actually, as I started to amass my pile of things to talk about, I thought it was interesting that like most of them were tools. First thing, these are in no particular order, by the way. One of the things that I love having around my studio is really good fabric cutting scissors. These are made by Kai, K-A-I. They are Japanese made, I believe. Yes, they are. And they are my favorite cutting scissors. I have some of the Ginger ones that are the really heavy metal ones, and I can definitely get them sharpened and whatnot. But these are about half the price, and I can also get these sharpened, and for some reason these hold up longer. So these are one of my favorite things. Kai sewing fabric cutting scissors. Hi Sarah! Sarah's on from So Much Charm at SEW. Thanks for joining us. Okay, next thing I love about around my studio is good thread. So this is, actually this was a client that left a thread at my house, but this is an Aurifil 100% cotton quilting thread. I pretty much exclusively use this type of thread for piecing on my featherweights. I do also really like Superior threads, the So Fine 50 weight polyester cotton. I usually use that for quilting though through all the layers. This is the thread that I use for piecing. So this is one of my favorite things. Oh, Carolyn Lemaster says, is that penguins on your nails? Oh, I did my nails. Look, I mean, come on. Are they not adorable? Ray runs her own little side business with Color Street nails, and they're kind of like stickers, like film. So I just literally took me 10 minutes to put these on. This is my winter nails. Oh, Sarah's so cute. She says, love seeing you online. You guys can't get rid of me that easy. All right, next thing that I absolutely have and use on a daily basis is my measuring tape. Now this one has seen better days. Look, I had to tape it back together. I use it every day. And there's another spot on here too I had to tape right here. So that's also taped. A good measuring tape is a tool, that an invaluable resource, not only for quilting and sewing, but for shipping your guys' packages and whatnot. I use my measuring tape every single day. So this is definitely one of my favorite things. I might need to buy another one. They're not very expensive, but that one's taped together. Another tool that I love and I have a little trouble living without is the friction pen. This is what I do a lot of my boundary marking lines on for quilting, and it goes away with the heat of an iron. You do have to watch yourself though, because it will, on some fabrics, it'll bleed the color out from underneath the line. So you have to make sure, I always color test it in like a seam allowance where I know I'm not going to, hurt anything. But this is a tool. I have 5 or 6 of these around my studio because I use them so much in my designs. All right, we already talked about fabric scissors. Now we're going to talk about thread scissors. These are my favorite little thread nips, and I know you'll be so surprised to know that they are Tula Pink branded thread snips. They have like a rainbow matte oil slick kind of material to them, and they have a nice curved tip here so that I can cut really close to the fabric without actually cutting the fabric. So this is a tool that sits and lives right next to my sewing machine every day of the year. All right. Blue painter's tape. You like, Darlene, this isn't a home improvement show. No, this is a Notion. I use this for marking seam guides. I use this for free motion quilting and covering my feed dogs on my 221 machines. This is my favorite non-Notion tool, blue painter's tape. It's non-corrosive. It doesn't take the finish off. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Of all of my cutters in my studio, sorry, my 12.5-inch ruler is my favorite. I use it the most because I can use it for squaring up, and I can use it for, if my fabric is folded in fours, I can cut 4 layers of fabric with this easily, and instead of only having like an 8.5-inch width, I can have the full 12.5 inches. So this, if I had no other cutting tool in my studio, I would be fine with my 12.5-inch ruler only. All right. The last one, well, actually it's the second to last one, because the last one's a shameless plug, but is my, I use this board for piecing when I'm doing half square triangles, and it also has a seam guide on it also, and I tape this down to either my featherweight or my regular modern machine, and it helps me to, so I don't have to mark, if I'm doing a half square triangle, I don't have to mark my every single line on every single 2.5-inch square, because I can line everything up on this grid. And so this is like one of my unsung heroes of my projects. It's called the Angler 2 by Pam Bono Designs Incorporated, and I don't think it's very expensive, but it is worth its weight in gold. So totally love this tool, would not be able to function without it. All right, shameless plug time. These are my favorite tools in the studio, and you might think, gosh, those look familiar. They do, because they're the screwdrivers we sell. See, shameless plug. But they really do get the most amount of use in my studio. They're made by Wera, which is a really like nice high-end company in New York. And these particular screwdrivers are formulated and sized specifically for working with your featherweights. You'll notice that like this one is for changing your screw or your bobbin casing tension. Good Lord, that was hard to say. And then these two are for working on the bed of the machine because they're tall and they get up over the machine. So these are pretty awesome. This particular one is for using, it's actually an electrical screwdriver because it's insulated, but it's mostly, we use it on the featherweight for adjusting the screw on the motor mount. And this plastic sleeve helps to protect the machine's paint and finish. So, oh, good. Judy Sidebottom says, I love the Angler. I love that device. But these screwdrivers, if they are not already on your Christmas list, I would highly recommend them on your Christmas list. We sell them as a set of 4 for $43.24. So there you go. Those are some of my favorite things that I cannot live without. Cindy Hinkle says, I love my screwdrivers. I know, right? All right. Well, what do you think? We should make a pie together? I'll show you the one I already made. I'm going to switch my cameras here. You get to see my whole kitchen. I angled the sink out of the shots because my sink is piled high with dishes from the earlier pie. So let me switch cameras here. And then I'll come over and we can make a pie together and talk about what we are thankful for. Okay, let me move over. Put my laptop here, I think. Yeah, that works. Hold on, let me grab my wine. Don't want to be crazy. All right, there we are. Let me just, there. Okay, so I made a pie earlier, like I said. Oh, good. Linda Wood says, I got my screwdrivers from you. I love them. Asking you what each of the screwdriver is for was on my goal. Oh, good. Now you know, Jeanette. All right, here's my pie I made earlier. It's cooling right now. Look at that. this is my apple crumb with caramel sauce over the top. So this one was 100% from scratch, crust and all. So I think I told you guys the story of the Gerton family pie, about how my mother-in-law, who is a phenomenal pie maker, she would bring this cherry pie with her to Thanksgiving each year. Uh-oh, Mom's watching. And so when I finally joined the family about 25 years ago this February, I was like, Mom, I want the Gerton family pie recipe. And she kind of got this sheepish look on her face, and I was like, what is she doing? And she admitted to me that the Gerton family pie was simply a refrigerator pie crust and cans of cherry pie filling. So we're going to make that. I am required to bring that tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and so it's going to go down right now. But I thought while I was making a pie with you guys, Cindy Hinkle says we make New England pumpkin pie pudding instead of pumpkin pie. We also have apple pie. That pie of yours looks amazing. Thank you. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. The last time I made it, I didn't think it turned out really great because you know the apple portion of the pie was a little runny. It didn't really congeal right, but I used a lot more cornstarch this time, and I think that probably fixed the problem. But hopefully, we'll see tomorrow, I guess, right? Mel, hi Mel. Hello, Dr. Mel from Mississippi. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us. So tonight I thought we would talk about, while we are making a pie, some of the things that we're thankful for. I've noticed that in previous years, pre-COVID Thanksgivings, that it was really easy to, get lost in the noise of the holiday. I know for me, let me just, 425, hold on. 425, just fixing my oven temperature here. I know for me, it's a very busy season for me with Featherweight Doctor, and I do a lot of quilting for other people, and so presents and everything. I mean, I'm like quilting right up into the holiday. And I know a lot of times, oh, my mom says she likes my flowers behind me. Those are my birthday flowers. A lot of times I get wrapped up in work and revenue generating activities, and I forget, for me anyway, to stop and just breathe in the holiday and take stock of what I'm thankful for. Oh, Mom says she made her pecan pie today. Very nice. Oh, Melanie says she's making that strawberry Linzer tort. I got your recipe. I'm going to try that. I have not tried that. Anyway, and so one of the blessings for me this year is to not have all of the noise. So it was really easy to make my list of what I am thankful for. So these are in no particular order. I did not list them in. Rogue, you're not helping me. Go. Rogue wants to help me make a pie. Go. Go on your bed. He's like, aw. So my first thing I am super thankful for is my physical health. I have really spent a lot of time this year getting my physical body in shape, and I've lost some weight, and I exercise every day, and I think that has gone a long way in helping in getting me through the year, if you will. For those of you following around on my pie making, I am simply unrolling my refrigerator pie shell and pressing it into my plate. All right. So that is blessing number one, is physical health. We've been very lucky to be, up to this point anyway, untouched by COVID or really any illness, because we haven't seen anybody. We don't go anywhere. I don't, you know, it's been a whole lot of time of social distancing, and so my physical health has stayed good. Someone, Roseable, Aunt Tier Roseable, said her son, her 4-year-old son, tried to steal her screwdriver set. That is not okay. That is not okay at all. That's why I picked colored ones, so that way the men wouldn't think that they were cute. Okay, so that part is done. Gert family pie, step number 1 done. Okay, so physical health is something I'm very thankful for this year. Mental health, also equally thankful for that this year. Every day I wake up with a purpose. And when I do that, I don't get caught up in all of the stuff going around. He thinks it's DINNER time, so he's hanging out.
Lay down.
Anyway, so mental health is also just as important these days as physical health. Sometimes we call that new bride pie. Oh, there you go, I'm making new bride pie today. I have opened a can of pre-made cherry pie filling. So mental and physical health, waking up each day with a purpose has really helped me. Exercising every day has helped me. I had not mentioned it, but Denise mentioned it on Friday night that I have an exercise bike in my house, and I ride it almost every single day, and it really does, those endorphins really do get me directed in the right way. So I'm particularly thankful for that. All right, my next thing I am thankful for, I think we need, this is a 2-can new bride pie. Another thing I'm particularly thankful for is the non-noisy holiday. I think all of us just, instead of dwelling on everything that we can't do this year, how we can't be with family, all of the family that we want to be with, and we can't be with, we can't be traveling and doing our normal rhythms and routines. Instead of like letting that be the negative, let it be the positive. Think about, again, making this list took me all of 5 minutes today because I don't have all the noise around me to drown out everything that is important to me. And I think that that is something to be thankful for in this season with everything going on that you could choose to dwell on. I think the non-noisy holiday is something I'm particularly thankful for. My next thing, Melanie Mitchell in Mississippi says, funny how you spell words so are four-legged. Well, yeah, except I think he knows how to spell because we call it DINNER all the time. And he's like, did you say DINNER? My lab, he's very food motivated and he can spell. All right, so now I'm laying out my top piece and I want to cut some designs in this. I'm just going to make some registration marks here. All right, so now I have a thing. So I have a little leaf pattern cut out, so I'm going to do a cutout here in the 4 quadrants, and then I'm going to reuse this. Isn't the leaf, I thought this was the leaf, but I'm looking at this. This is the 3-leaf clover. Oh well. Oh well. This really is like my favorite pie. I mean, I know it's, and part of why it's my favorite is because of how I came to know how to make it, and my mother-in-law and how cute she was in fooling me for all of those years. It's a good memory. It's a good memory. All right. So I'm just going to put this on here like so. Oh, I forgot to get my egg wash. I need to grab some eggs. Hang on. Oh, Judy says she's thankful for her wonderful husband. That is so sweet. Sue Ann Ballard's on. Hi, sweetheart. She says, happy Thanksgiving, Darlene. Enjoy enjoying from Idaho. It's snowing here. Made pies today too. Nice. Thanks for joining us. Very fun. All right. So now I'm going to go through and do some pinching here to join my need to reread this one time because it seems pretty. Yeah, I guess it's 9-inch, 425 for big for 40. Okay, yeah, it seemed like it was really. Oh, yes. Mom says you can use the fork to do the sides, too. True. All right. Now I need a knife. And I need to whip up some eggs. Oh, goodness, I almost dropped that. That would have been embarrassing. Melanie said, today was pressure wash day. Well, that doesn't sound like very much fun. Post-Hurricane Zeta did the cottage, the inside, drilled holes in the floor for drainage. So it goes, living on the Gulf Coast. Yikes. All right, my egg wash. Mom would have me sprinkle a tiny bit of sugar. Let me get the sugar. Oh, I wish you were here to bake with me too. Okay, so put a pinch of sugar on this. All right, so that'll work. I trim my extra pie. All right, it's about ready to go in. What do you think? New bride pie or new Gurton family pie. I have used this shield so my edges don't brown too fast. There we go. All right. And in the oven it goes. All right. Let's not forget the timer. All right, there we go. That is in the oven. All right. Melanie says you bake very neatly. No, oh, you should have seen my kitchen earlier when I made the apple crumb. My dishes. Okay, just to be totally transparent. Let me see here. Oop, wrong way. Look at my dishes. Ah, wrong way. Not not that clean. It's all, oop, goodness. It's all in how the magic of the camera. Oop. All right. Oh, Mom says, perfect, I taught you well. Oh, you guys are all so sweet. So glad you're sprinkling sugar. I would have done away with the egg wash and gone straight to the sugar. All right, my last thing, my two last things that I'm thankful for this year is my family. Some of you guys mentioned your husbands and whatnot. I am very thankful for my family. If it wasn't for Annie and Ray, none of this would be possible. They keep me up to date with all of the latest gimbals and tripods and all of that. And honestly, like, there wouldn't be a featherweight doctor without either one of them. So I'm pretty thankful for that. One of the most unexpected blessings this year in 2020, one that I would have bet a kid that would have never happened, is this. This show, all of you joining me 3 times a week to hear me go on and on about sewing machines and whatever else is on my brain. I wouldn't have expected this to be such a source of joy for me, and it is. And so this is one of my most unexpected blessings for 2020. And I hope that this continues long into next year. Judy says, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, making sweet potato casserole. Nice. Oh, Sue-Ann says she likes my kitchen. So, oh yes, so real. Nothing artificial in here. You guys are awesome. All right. I think I've kept you long away from your own kitchen and your own baking. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll send a picture of the finished pie when it pops out here in about 40 minutes. Please stay healthy and safe and stay home. As hard as it made me to not be with our friends and family, we have each other and we have the people that are in our houses, and so we are blessed. And I just hope that you guys have a fabulous day, remembering all of the things that you're thankful for tomorrow. And then I will be back on Friday for the Sip and Sew. No Denise this time. Hi Jennifer from Alabama. No Denise this time, just me. I don't know what I'm working on yet. I've got some Christmas table runners and pillow toppers to make, probably from the Jaybird. I think I'm going to do the candy dish pillow topper, and I'll probably be quilting that by Friday. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great night. Oh, I can't end this from here. I gotta go over to the other camera. Hold on. Okay. Ah! Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving from our family to yours.